Hi everyone. So I've got a little bit of a different video for you today for Maker Monday. I'm actually making some videos today for a 4th grade digital outreach program that we are creating, and I'm making some videos about fiber. So instead of showing you guys how to do a craft, today I'm just going to show you a little bit of carding, which is what you do to brush out wool, flax, cotton, any kind of fiber that you want to get the tangles out, get all of those fibers going in the same direction so that you can start spinning it. And next week I'm going to share a video of drop spinning with you guys. Alright, check it out. Alright, so carding is what you do to prepare your fiber to spin. And basically the cards are just like a brush, very similar to a pet brush. And you use them to brush the fibers, get them all going in the right direction, and then roll it off and make a little roll that you can then use when you're spinning. Okay, so we've got just some extra fuzz there, but a little teeny tiny roll lag. Right, I have two kinds of cards here. I've got these that are used for wool. They're a little bit shorter, and they work just fine for wool that has a longer staple or a longer piece of fiber. For cotton, which has a shorter staple, shorter fiber, we've got these that are a lot finer than the wool ones. And those will help you get that cotton all nice and smooth and keep those short fibers together. Because when you take your fiber off of these, what you want is a nice sturdy piece that you can use when you're spinning. Right, so let's take a look at some wool I've got here. So this is wool that's already been washed and cleaned. It's actually already been carded. It's just that it was stuck at the bottom of my basket and has gotten tangled back up. So we're going to see if we can get this back into a good enough condition that we can do some spinning with it next week in a video about using the drop spindle. Okay, I'll just get enough on there to brush out nice and evenly. If you overfill it, you aren't going to be able to brush it out, and you won't be able to get through the knots, right? So you're taking your two cards and pulling them away from each other in opposite directions. Okay. And there's a little bit of an angle to it. Kind of flicking your wrist, you can see the card has that angle to it. And what that helps you do is get all of the fiber moved from one brush to the other. Okay. Now this is pretty easy to comb out because it was already, all the tangles and everything were removed. We just kind of needed to get it back in order. So that didn't take very much in the way of carding. So what we'll want to do now, give it one more brushing there. And then I'm going to move my carders where they're pulling out the hair instead of brushing it down into those, the teeth of the comb, right? So once it's all up and out, you can kind of move it back and forth and make a little roll. Okay. And this is what we call a roll log. And it's just some nice fluffy, even fibers all going the same direction now. And kind of bound together. You don't want them to be falling apart. But you want them to be together enough that you can then draft this out. Get little small pieces. And that's what you're going to spin with. Okay, so all you really need to do to make yarn is spin it, and it gets nice and tight. right? So a spinning wheel or a drop spindle, the only added benefit of that is it makes it a lot easier and you have a place to store your yarn as you're spinning. So we'll talk about that next week. See you then. Bye.